Namo Buddhassa. Welcome everyone to our weekly session on learning and practice of Visuddhimagga. Today, lecture number 56. And Bhante will be teaching us Ānāpānassatikathā, description of mindfulness of breathing. Bhante completed teaching us on kāyasaṅkhāraṃ until last week, and today onwards we'll learn about Ānāpānassatikathā. Our teacher, Venerable Vimalavamsa, is from Sri Lanka, belongs to Sri Kalyani Yogashrama Forest Monastery tradition in Sri Lanka. Bhante is a Pali scholar, Abhidhamma teacher, Samatha and Vipassana meditation teacher. Bhante has been teaching us Visuddhimagga for more than 1 year now, and we are still in Samadhi Khanda, so it's very detailed study of Visuddhimagga. On behalf of all the participants, with my folded hands, I request Bhante to give us this Dhammadesana.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. May Triple Gem bless you all. You know, this is Visuddhimagga. Now we will reach up to session 56. This I explain from the concentration section in this Visuddhimagga. Actually, in the this concentration section, as mentioned by Dr. Shital also, this is very huge. Ultimately, we reach up to the Anusati meditation, that means keeping mindfulness on the object or recollection meditations, subjects. Now we reach up to the Ānāpānassati meditation. Ānāpānassati meditation means breathing, mindfulness of the breathing meditation. You want to keep your mindfulness on your own breathing. That's the meaning. And here it says Ānāpānassatikathā, because it has a good account here. This Mahathera, Venerable Buddhaghosa, actually I always told to you, this Venerable Buddhaghosa is a great ancient teacher of this sasana. He arranged systematically this all three aggregate, especially for example, Sila aggregate or your morality aggregate, and Samadhi Khanda or the concentration aggregate, and then finally Panya Khanda, the wisdom aggregate. He arranged systematically how to practice and what is the goal. Everything he arranged with the Tipitaka. The special thing is he didn't go against the Tipitaka, and he only goes around only with the Tipitaka. So that's very important. Therefore, we believe this Visuddhimagga very well. As well as actually this Venerable Mahathera is an Arya person. Arya means the noble one. So therefore, we can believe much more. Now we reach up to the Ānāpānassatikathā. Katha means the description. Ānāpānassati means the mindfulness of the breathing. Mindfulness of the in-breath, out-breath. Mindfulness of the breathing meditation. Is the Attakatha. In left side you have Attakatha, and at the right side you have Mahatika. Visuddhimagga Attakatha is the left side. Right side you have Visuddhimagga Mahatika. That means that is the sub-commentary. The Attakatha means the commentary, and sub-commentary is the right side. So you can see number 215, it started with Ānāpānassatikathā, description of the mindfulness of the breathing meditation subject. And it says in this way, idani yantang bhagavata ayampiko bhikkave ānāpānassati samadhi bhavito bahulikato santocheva panitocha asecanakocha sukhocha viharo anupannecha papake akusale dhamme thānaso antardhāpeti upasameti evaṃ pasansitva. What's the meaning? Actually, evaṃ pasansitva, it doesn't actually get the full stop up to now. And then he has quoted some sutta. Actually, this is the Mahāli Sutta in the Sayyutta Nikāya. This is the Mahāli Sutta. So, kathaṃ bhavitocha bhikkave ānāpānassati samadhi kathaṃ bahulikato santocheva panitocha asecanakocha sukocha viharo anupannecha papake akusale dhamme thānaso antardhāpeti upasameti. Like Buddha asked the question here. So up to now, we just go and can you please go to at the end of this sentence? That means this passage, you can go to the end and then you can see Paṭinissaggānupassī passasissāmīti sikkhati. Still it is not finished the sentence. Evaṃ soḷasavatthukaṃ ānāpānassatikammaṭṭhāna niddhitam. This is the full stop. So here I will translate evaṃ soḷasavatthukaṃ ānāpānassatikammaṭṭhāna niddhitam. Niddhitam mean that is the pointed out, and ānāpānassatikammaṭṭhāna means the meditation subject on the breathing, mindfulness of the breathing meditation. Soḷasavatthukaṃ means soḻasa means the 16, vattu means the bases. So it including 16 bases. So that means this is a huge meditation subject. So therefore, I will translate in this way. Now, there comes the description of development of the meditation, mindfulness of the breathing meditation, breathing as a meditation subject. Actually, now we will go up to the starting point, number 215. Okay, now idani yantang bhagavata ayampiko bhikkave ānāpānassati samadhi bhavito bahulikato santocheva panitocha. Now I try to get the real meaning to you. Ayampiko bhikkave. Now Buddha has been commended by now actually this ānāpānassati meditation has been commended by the Buddha or the Blessed One in this way. Ayampiko bhikkave ānāpānassati samadhi. Ānāpānassati samadhi means the concentration based on the mindfulness of the breathing or in-breath, out-breath. So, and because Buddha says in this way, and because this concentration based on the mindfulness of the breathing, ānāpānassati samadhi, when developed, bhavito and bahulikato, practice again and again. Bahulikato means practice again and again. Santocheva panito, and it is very peaceful. Santo and panito, very superior. It's peaceful and superior. And asecanakocha sukocha viharo. Asechanako mean actually here sechana. Sechana mean what is the sechana? Sechana mean you sprinkle for like a water sprinkle, and sometimes, for example, if you make some cake, so you want to decorate it with the icing or something like that, then that is what's called sechana. So, but now in this ānāpānassati meditation, the breathing object, in breath, out breath, and the touch point, the object is within your nostril. So you don't need to take any sprinkling, any kind of making making especially decoration, or like you don't need to take any ketchup thing. You don't need to engage in this ānāpānassati meditation, because why? Oh, it is we can say non-condiment, unsprinkled, non-condiment. This is the meaning, here. No need to add any ketchup or something like that. That's the meaning. Asechanika means that's the meaning. So because of this, you have your own object in your body, on your nostril. For example, if you go to another kind of meditation, for example, kasina meditation, you actually want to take the object from the directly from the earth also can, if you have jhana. But if you do not have jhana, or the preceding concentration, if you do not have, then you need to make the kasina disc. But in this meditation, or even if you go to the if you wanna produce some asubha meditation, or we can say foulness meditation, loathsomeness meditation, at that time also you need to go to the scene, or the place where this dead body it has been placed. So, but in this meditation, the object of this meditation is within you, within your nostrils. So therefore, it is asechanika. And sukocha viharo, it gives the blissful abode, meditation abode. It gives the blissful meditation abode. So therefore, I will translate again in this way, right? Buddha commended this meditation subject in this way. And bhikkhu, this concentration based on the mindfulness of the breathing, when developed and practice again and again, it is peaceful and superior. No need to make the object deliberately, or it is non-condiment, sprinkling, non-sprinkling, and having blissful abiding, sukha vihara, having blissful abiding. And again, Buddha says, again commended in this way. Uppanne cha papake akusale dhamme thānaso antardhāpeti upasameti. Uppanna become uppannuppanna. It has been now compounded. Uppanna plus uppanna, if it is compounded, then uppannuppanna. Uppanna mean when they kept arising. When they kept arising, what they mean? The defilement. Papake akusale dhamme, right? Defilement. Papake akusale dhamme mean when the defilement kept arising, thānaso antardhāpeti, and it disappears. It disappears, and antardhāpeti vupasameti. Antardhāpeti mean disappear. Vupasameti mean makes calm. It makes calm or stills. It may this ānāpānassati meditation, that means the jhana, right? It disappears and make calms the unwholesome deeds, unwholesome thoughts, or something like that. Papake akusale dhamme, unwholesome thoughts or unwholesome deed, or we can say just defilement. So this defilement, thānaso antardhā. Thānaso mean at once, or necessarily. As soon as they arise, or when they kept arising, they disappears. This meditation subject, that means this meditation subject, the goal of this meditation subject, or the fruit of this meditation subject, will disappear, and will make comes the all kind of defilement. That's the meaning. So, evam pasansitva, I will tell again. So, therefore, this is very important. I will tell again. So here, sorry. Now, it has been commended by the Blessed One in this way. And bhikkhu, this concentration based on the mindfulness of the breathing, when developed and practiced again and again or cultivated, it is very peaceful and superior. It is non-condiment and having blissful abiding, and it disappears, calms the unwholesome deeds or the defilement necessarily at once as soon as they arise or when they kept arising. So this is the way you need to understand. Actually, this is in Mahali Sutta. It has not been mentioned here, but this is Mahali Sutta. We can go to Mahali Sutta if you want to know this. Okay, please go to Mahali Sutta. Mahali Sutta is in Mahavagga, right? Mahavagga in Samyutta Nikaya, 9th Sutta, Vesali Sutta, number 9 Sutta. Okay, if you see the Vesali Sutta, then you can see actually this is the suttas. I'm not going every suttas, whole suttas, but here it says in this way, Evang me sutang ekang samayam bhagava vesaliyang virati mahavane kutagara salayang. Buddha dwelt in Vesali Kutagara Sala, or the hall in the just Kutagara, it's a peak hall. Tenakopana Samena Bhagava Bhikkhunang Aneka Paryayena Asubhakatam Kateti. Asubhaya Vannam Bahaseti, Asubha Bhavanaya Vannam Bahaseti. At that time, the Blessed One has given Dhamma talk or keep giving Dhamma talk about the rassaṃ meditation. Every time the description of the rassaṃ meditation and Asubhaya Vannam Bahaseti, he commended or he recommended or he complimented this Asubha meditation and Asubha Bhavanaya Vannam Bahasati. Asubhaya Vannam Bahasati, Asubha Bhavanaya, Asubhaya mean the nature of the rassaṃ or the foulness, he explained, Buddha explained, and Asubha Bhavanaya Vannam Bahaseti. The development of Asubha meditation or the rassaṃ meditation or the foulness meditation up to the first jhana, Buddha explained. So that is the way. But we need to go after that, right? We need to go, okay, you just go down, scroll down, and then I will tell initially Buddha Asubha meditation he has been given, and then Atako Bhagava yena upaṭṭhāna sāla tenupasaṅkami, right? Okay. Atako Bhagava yena upaṭṭhāna sāla tenupasaṅkami, and then Buddha came into the upaṭṭhāna sāla. That's like a upaṭṭhāna sāla. It's a hall for the gathering of the bhikkhu. So that is the and then Buddha reached to the hall where the gathering of the bhikkhu, and then Buddha told in this way, Ayampiko bhikkhave ānāpānassati samadhi bhavito bahulikato santocheva panitocha asechanakocha sukocha viharo uppannecha papake akusale dhamme thānasu antardhāpeti bhupasamīti. Whatever we discussed in the Takatha of the Visuddhimagga, now he quoted from here. He cited from here that thing. So therefore, we can say this is according to the Tipitaka. And then Buddha explained how this ānāpānassati meditation become superior and peaceful, and then non-condiment or non-sprinkled, as well as blissful abiding. So Ida Bhikkave Bhikkhu Aranyagatoa Rukkamulagatoa, then go to the another Ida Bhikkave Bhikkhu Aranyagatoa Rukkamulagatoa Sunyagaragatoa Nisidati Pallankang Abhujita Ujjunkayaṃ Panidahaya Panimukang sating upattapetta, so sato assasati, sato passasati, like Buddha mentioned up to the, and then it has been shortened here, and Paṭinissaggānupassī, assasissāmīti, sikkhati, Paṭinissaggānupassī, passasissāmīti, sikkhati. Evam bhavito ko bhikkhave ānāpānassati samādhi evam bahulikato santocheva panitocha asechena kocha sukhocha viharo uppannecha papake akusale dhamme tānaso vupasameti tānaso antardhapeti vupasametiti. Like Buddha finish his Dhamma talk in this way, but we need to explain this sutta, not whole sutta, but where we are now in the Ānāpānassati meditation, mindfulness of the breathing meditation. So therefore we focus mindfulness of the breathing section here. Therefore this Mathura also quoted from this Mahāli Sutta, this explanation or this passage he has been taken from the quoted from the Mahāli Sutta. So again we will move to what Mahāli Sutta says, and how this Mathura explain this kind of sutta in according to the Tipitaka. Okay, let's move now to the Mahāli Sutta, our Atthakatha. Our Atthakatha means our Visuddhimagga Atthakatha. Evam pasansitva, that means in this way Buddha commended this Ānāpānassati meditation, and then how to practice, how you want to practice, what are the advantages and everything he has explained here. Now, kāyasaṅkhāraṃ bhavito ca bhikkhave ānāpānassati samādhi kāyasaṅ bahulikato santo cheva panito ca asechana kocha sukocha viharo upanuppanne cha papake akusale dhamme tānasu antardhapeti vupasameti. And then Buddha actually, now this Blessed One has praised the Ānāpānassati meditation, giving such kind of further detail in Vesali Sutta. We just moved there, and Buddha said in this way, now actually I want to take some sentence from at the bottom of this this paragraph or this passage. So last time we saw that it has soḷasavatthukaṃ ānāpānassati ānāpānassatikammaṭṭhāna. At the end you can evam soḷasavatthukaṃ ānāpānassatikammaṭṭhāna niddhāṃ, and it has been described by the Blessed One as having 16 bases. Soḷasavatthukaṃ means 16 bases, this Ānāpānassati meditation, and how Buddha explained. Then let's move to the sutta again from the beginning. Kāyasaṅ bhavito ca bhikkhave ānāpānassati samādhi kāyasaṅ bahulikato. Now, and how develop bhikkhus, how practice again and again is concentration based on the mindfulness of the breathing. It is both peaceful as well as superior, having then assasanto, having natural object to practice, right? Having natural object to practice, which is in the nostril, in breath, out breath, and the touch point, and it has blissful abiding. Upanuppanne cha papake akusale dhamme tānasu antardhapeti vupasameti, and it causes to disappear. It causes to calm the defilement at once as soon as they arise. And ita bhikkhave bhikkhu aranya gatova rukkamula gatova sunyagara gatova nisidati pallankam abhijitva ujumkayaṃ panidhaya parimukaṃ satim upattapetva so sato assasati sato passasati. In this asana bhikkhu, either mean in this asana bhikkhu, a bhikkhu has gone to the forest or to the base of the root base of the tree and to an empty place where you have least sound or no sound at all. Sits down cross-legged and set his trunk straight and establish mindfulness in front of him. And that is the parimukhaṃ satim upaṭṭapeta, established his mindfulness in front of him. And so sato assasati, sato passasati, he mindfully breathe in, he mindfully breathe out. So sato assasati, sato passasati means sato eva assasati. So sato means sato eva passasati. That means he ever mindful breathing, he ever mindful breathe out. Such kind of meaning. So sato assasati, sato passasati. That's the. So in that way, you need to take the meaning. Ever mindful he breathing, or mindfully he breathe in. Ever mindful he breathes out, or mindfully he breathes out, like that, right? So this is the object. Buddha, this is the meditation subject, and the Buddha first of all, Buddha mentioned the object. What is the object? Your in-breath and out-breath. That's the object. Usually within the nostril, this in-breath and out-breath, usually, I explain every time, your one nostril usually active. The other nostril usually inactive. But you need to choose your active nostril, and if the usually now one nostril is active, that means in breath out breath you have in one nostril, but sometimes both nostril may active. So at that time you actually while breathe in, or the breath coming into the nostril, it touches some point and comes in. And in the case of breathe out also, breathing out also, when it breathes out, when it goes out from the nostril, it touches some point and comes out. And same point, the in breath also, it touches and breathe. It touches and comes in to the nostril towards the lungs. But same point, when it goes out also, at the same point it touches and goes out. So in this way, so you need to, therefore Buddha told only here, you need to focus your in breath and out breath. But because then no need to tell you focus your touch point also. But the real meditation is going on with the in breath, out breath, and touch point. So you need to make sure that you are aware of your touch point also. Everything coming in near future. So this matter has been explained good detail. This like the Ānāpānassati meditation. So everything we will discuss, the minor points, minute point also we will discuss to attain up to the fourth jhana. Anyway, this is the object. So sattva assasati, sattva passasati means Buddha has given the object. Object has been given by the Buddha here, and then Dīghaṃ va assasanto, Dīghaṃ assasāmīti pajānāti. Actually, I want to say this thing also. So sato assasati, sato passasati means ever mindful he breathing, ever mindful he breathe out. That means you don't need to pay attention to any kind of other object. That's the meaning. Only you pay attention to the in breath and out breath, natural in breath and out breath, and not for the other object. For example, if you come across with the lustful mindsets, forget about it. And then hatred mindset, forget about it. And if you feel some thinamida, or the sloth and torpor, or sluggishness of the mind, and idleness of the mind, or some kind of drowsiness, so you don't need to pay attention for that. Only mindfully breathing. mindfully breathe out, or ever mindful breathe in, ever mindful breathe out. So therefore, that's the meaning here. No need to take object after object, object after object. It is not the way. So you need to pay attention only to the in-breath, out-breath, and the touch point. So that's the meaning here. So sato vasa sati. Buddha, therefore Buddha eva term. So sato eva mean you don't need to pay attention to any kind of other object. This is the object you need to focus. You must focus this. That's the meaning. That means you are oblivious towards this object only. You don't need to take another kind of object. So this is very important. And for example, sometimes when we meditate, our four elements, earth elements, the body is made up of four elements: earth elements, water elements, and then fire elements, wind elements. So those kind of elements features open up when we meditate, because our mindfulness, when mindfulness is getting sharp and sharp, then our four element, we can experience four element is open up. And then if you pay attention for the opening up of this four element, your meditation is not progress up to the jhana. So that's why Buddha especially mentioned this eva term, sato eva, right? Sato eva becomes sato with the compound. So then that's why you need to understand here, because this explained in the in the this eva term is explained in Dīghaṃ Atthakatha as well as the Vinaya Pitaka Atthakatha also. Eva, how this eva become very important, they explain there according to the Buddha. Every term are the Buddha's word, right? So therefore you need to keep here, only you pay attention to the breath, in breath, out breath, and the touch point. Then Dīghaṃ va assasanto, Dīghaṃ assasāmīti pajānāti. Then when now actually here soḷasavatthukaṃ in 16 bases, this ānāpānassati meditation Buddha explained in Ānāpānassati Sutta, this Mahali Sutta, and many various kind of ānāpānassayutta. We have ānāpānassayutta in Samyutta Nikaya. So this explanation is very profound explanation with the 16 bases. So what is the 16 bases? That means you have Patama Chatuka. I will explain, right? Patama Chatuka. Patama Chatuka means the first sets of four. First sets of four. And then Dutiya Chatuka. Dutiya Chatuka means second sets of four. And then Tatiya Chatuka, third sets of four. And Chatutta Chatuka, that is the fourth sets of four. So then likewise, you have four sets, including a step, 4 steps. You have 4 sets, including 4 sets, 4 steps and 4 sets. So therefore it is what is called chatukka. Chatukka means the 4 sets of 4, right? Sets of 4. Now here sets of 4 into 4, then all together you have 16 bases. So that's the meaning. Anyway, now let's move to the first sets of 4. The first sets of 4 is this way: Dīghaṃ va assasanto, Dīghaṃ assasāmīti pajānāti. Then Dīghaṃ va passasanto, Dīghaṃ passasāmīti pajānāti. That is the first step, right? On the first sets of 4, this is the first step. So what is the meaning? In the case of long breath, Dīghaṃ va means, in the case of long breath, he knows that, the meditator knows that I am breathing in long, and I am breathing in long, and I am breathing out long, breathing in long, and he knows that I am breathing in long, and he knows that I am breathing out long. Like that, he need to understand, and he need to focus the long breath at that time, because he has only the long breath, or the meditator has only the long breath. And in the case of short breath, then rassaṃ va assasanto, rassaṃ assasāmīti pajānāti, rassaṃ va passasanto, rassaṃ passasāmīti pajānāti. That is the second step of this sets of 4. First sets of 4, that is the second step. So in the case of short breath, he knows that, meditator knows that I am breathing in short, I am breathing out short, breathing in short, breathing out short. Again, breathing in short, breathing out short, while he is experiencing a short breath. While he is experiencing the long breath, then he need to pay attention to the long breath. And when he has short breath only, then he need to pay attention to the short breath, because he doesn't have, or the meditator doesn't have at that time, the long breath. So that's the meaning. That means simultaneously this short breath and long breath doesn't exist. Only one breath exists, one kind of breath, either long or short. So that's the way. Therefore, then this is the second step. And then let's move to the third step of this first sets of four. Sabbakāyapaṭisaṃvedī, assasissāmīti, sikkhati. Sabbakāyapaṭisaṃvedī, passasissāmīti, sikkhati. What is the meaning? Experiencing the whole breath body. Sabbakāya means whole breath body, not your physical body. This is the whole breath body. That means now you know how you want to make sure that you are paying attention to the whole breath body. That means you know now you have in breath, out breath, and touch point. In breath, out breath, and touch point, usually in the nostril. So when you keep attention to the touch point, in breath, out breath, and touch point, so you can see from the beginning up to the end. You want to maintain your mindfulness only in the touch point. No need to go towards the palate and then throat and the lungs, or chest or abdomen. You don't need to go. You don't need to pay attention, or you don't need to use your mindfulness towards the along the breath, but only you need to pay attention only to the touch point in the nostril. That is in the case of one nostril is active. But if the both nostril active, then your touch point usually in the upper lip, some point in the upper lip. Keep it in mind. And then if you notice that you don't have any kind of touch point in the nostril, both nostril, either nostril, at that time pay attention to the upper lip. Maybe your both nostril are active, then so therefore touch point is in the upper lip. So that at that time you need to pay attention to the upper lip, and from the upper lip you can see, at that time you can notice that in breath touch the upper lip and goes in, and out breath touch the upper lip and goes out, like that. Same points, right? Same point, you can see the touch point. And then what is this whole breath body? Whole breath body mean in the from the starting of the breath and from the starting of the breath you need to pay attention to the nostril or the upper lip, and then at the end of the breath, even maybe it is okay, when you breathe in, then from the beginning up to the end you need to pay attention to the whole breath body. So that at that time, that is the whole breath body, because you pay attention from the beginning up to the end of the breath. And in the case of expiration also, or the out breath also, you can see you can notice that from the beginning up to the end, your out breath on the nostril at that touch point, or even in the upper lip at that touch point. So this is the whole breath body, paying attention to the whole breath body. So if you see the whole breath body, or if you see the if you can see the whole breath body, or if you can see the long breath or short breath for long time, at least 1 hour, if you can maintain your mindfulness sharp and perfect, then actually there arise some light in front of you, we will discuss those things at the end of this. For going beyond this this sentence, so then you can understand very easily what is this ānāpānassati meditation. But now we want to take the rough idea. Actually, this sutta is very profound suttas, right? But no need to take the rough idea. I mean, you need to make the actually what is the skeleton of this meditation, right? What is the skeleton of this meditation? Only that thing we need to take, because this has soḷasavatthukaṃ, that means 16 bases. So you just need to understand what is these 16 bases, and then every explanation is coming down. So now Sabbakāyapaṭisaṃvedī assasissāmīti sikkhati, that means experience in the whole breath body. The meditator trains thus. I experiencing whole breath body. How? I breathe in, experiencing whole breath body. I breathe out, experiencing whole breath body. That is the way you need to understand. I breathe in, experiencing whole breath body. That means from the beginning up to the end in the touch point. In the nostril or in the upper lip also, from the beginning up to the end. In the in-breath as well as out-breath. That is the whole breath body. And then the fourth step of this first sets of fourth step. Passambhayaṃ kāyasaṅkhāraṃ assasissāmīti sikkhati. Passambhayaṃ kāyasaṅkhāraṃ passasissāmīti sikkhati. This sikkhati is trains. What is the meaning of sikkhati? That means trains. He trains this meditation. Then Passambhayaṃ mean, what is the Passambhayaṃ? Kāyasaṅkhāraṃ. Kāyasaṅkhāraṃ means not your bodily formation. This is the breath body formation, right? Breath body. So your breath body, actually breath is nothing, only 8 kind of rupakalapa, right? 8 kind of subatomic particles, 8 group of subatomic particles. So therefore Buddha said because this air mean, what is this wind or air mean? That is the temperature born materiality only. But your mind, because of your mind produce now mind born materiality, and because of that reason your in-breath comes into your lungs through the nostril. Your in-breath comes into your lungs, and out-breath goes from the lungs, from the nostril. So because you have mind, that mind does this thing. If you don't have mind, in-breath and out-breath doesn't function. No longer function. No, not at all. So therefore in the outside air, right? Outside air is the thing that has sankhāra. Sankhāra means rupa kalapa, or the subatomic particles are the sankhāra here. So therefore kāyasaṅkhāraṃ means the breath body formation, not your physical body formation, your breath body formation. Keep it in mind, because now you are maintaining your mindfulness on the object of breath only, not towards your body. If you pay attention to your body, your meditation is not successful up to the 4th jhana. So therefore, but this ānāpānassati meditation, it gives up to the 4th jhana. You can develop your mindfulness mind up to the 4th jhana. So this is the goal of this meditation. Then only Buddha said, this meditation is very peaceful and very superior. This is non-condiment or unsprinkled, because the object is within you, and then this is the blissful abiding. So kind of thing. Or the other thing, when it makes this meditation subject, if you produce up to the 4th jhana, then it disappears. This 4th jhana and the other jhanas, it cause to disappear. It cause to still the defilement at once, or necessarily as soon as they arise. So kind of thing, kind of advantages, then you cannot develop. Because if you do not pay attention to the breath, if you pay attention to the your physical body, then it is not the ānāpānassati meditation. Keep it in mind. But here Buddha, according to the Buddha's explanation, Sabbakāyapaṭisaṃvedī. Sabbakāya means this is not the your physical body, that's the whole breath body. And kāyasaṅkhāraṃ means it is not the formation in your body, this is the formation in the breath body. Keep it in mind. That is very important. Otherwise, your meditation is not successful. Then this is the, so therefore, what is the meaning? Passambhayaṃ kāyasaṅkhāraṃ. Passambhayaṃ means tranquilizing breath body formation. Passambhayaṃ kāyasaṅkhāraṃ, tranquilizing breath body formation. Assasissāmīti sikkhati. He trains thus. I breathe in, tranquilizing breath body formations, and I breathe out, tranquilizing breath body formation. Tranquilizing means make subtle breath body formation. Breath body mean actually, for example, initially, while breathing, if you meditate this ānāpānassati meditation, mindfulness of the breathing meditation, you can notice that initially your breath is very gross, very coarse, but over the time you can understand your breath become very subtle. This is because this is then the gross breath body or the cross breath body become now very subtle breath body. That means it get tranquilized. So that's the meaning. So this is the fourth step. Don't need to pay attention initially to the subtle breath, very tranquility breath, but you need to pay attention to the whatever the breath you have at that time. Whatever the breath means, sometimes it may be gross, sometimes it may be subtle. It become tranquilized. So anyway, this is the fourth step. So actually, this explanation coming in near future. Very soon you can see this explanation. So therefore, I'm not going to explain much more here. Okay, anyway, this is the first step. Then the first sets of four finish. Actually, this first four step, for example, long breath, when you maintain your mindfulness to the long breath and short breath, the second step is the short breath, and the whole breath body, that is the third step, and tranquilizing breath body formations, right? Not the breath body formation. So that is the fourth step. So these four steps are to produce your meditation up to the fourth jhana. And then this is actually, if you attain to the fourth jhana are the dukkha satcha dhamma, noble truth of suffering, because your five aggregate produce this jhana. So therefore it is not the samudaya satcha or the noble truth of cause of suffering. It is the dukkha satcha dhamma, the noble truth of suffering. And because of this reason, this is Buddha mentioned, these four steps are the kāyanupassana. That means, what is the kāyanupassana? I mean, you need to contemplate your bodily object as bodily object. That is the kāyanupassana. Bodily object as bodily object means in the ultimate bodily object. As in the ultimate bodily object, you need to contemplate as anicca for a long time, dukkha for a long time, anatta for a long time. But if you reach up to the fourth jhana by using these four steps, still you are not eligible to practice vipassana. Vipassana means you need to take your dukkha satcha dhamma or the noble truth of suffering phenomena and the noble truth of the cause to this suffering phenomena. So you need to discern first those kind of two noble truths first, and then only you can do vipassana. So before that you can't do. So, but here, if Buddha says this is the kāyanupassana in the this actually says in the Ānāpānassati Sutta, same explanation Buddha has been given. Same explanation has been given by the Buddha in the Ānāpānassati Sutta also. But where Buddha mentioned this is kāyanupassana. These 4 steps are the kāyanupassana. That means you need to understand in this way, because this explanation is very huge, right? So for example, now if you pay attention to this 4 step, and if you produce patibhaga nimitta, and then every nimitta it will be coming, right? For example, while practicing this meditation, initially you can see very subtle light in front of you, which emits light also. That is what's called parikamma nimitta, or the preliminary sign of this meditation. Sign means the concentration. Sign is the concentration mark, right? Concentration mark. So you can see initially preliminary sign in front of your nostril or nose, or in front of your face. And then when it become when you pay attention to that, then it become very condensed nimitta, like cotton wool or some cloudy like nature. So that is the uggaha nimitta, or the learning sign. And then when you pay attention to this learning sign, and then it become very transparent, translucent, and very bright, brilliant, and radiant nimitta, or the sign, that is what's called patibhaga nimitta, or the counterpart sign. So this, if you see this counterpart sign, only you can enter into the jhana. So if you pay attention to this counterpart sign, or the patibhaga nimitta, very brilliant and bright nimitta, so this is at that time you end up with your upachara samadhi, access concentration. So this access is to the jhana access. Next my moment is maybe your jhana samadhi, or absorption concentration. Jhana samadhi means absorption concentration. So appana samadhi, or Buddha said appana samadhi for the jhana samadhi, or jhana concentration, what's called appana concentration, appana samadhi. In English it is the absorption concentration. Anyway, now if you produce first jhana, and then you need to practice the 5 mastery for the first jhana, and then you enter into the second jhana. You need to do the 5 mastery for the second jhana, and then you need to do the third jhana, entering upon to the third jhana, and then you need to do the 5 mastery for the third jhana, and then you need to enter into the 4th jhana, that is the entering upon to the 4th jhana, samapatti, and then we need to do the what called the 5 mastery, and then your meditation finish in this samatha meditation while using this 4 step. But the kind of explanation is coming, right? You don't need to be worried. And I'm telling because now we want to cross this paragraph, so that's the meaning. But now if you attain to the 4th jhana, then what you want to do is you need to practice. If you no need to do another kind of, your wish is only ānāpānassati meditation and enter into the attain to the arahantship. And then how you want to practice, you need to you re-establish your 4th jhana again with the practice of these 4 steps. That means paṭṭhama catukka, for the first sets of 4. So paṭṭhama catukka, if you practice this paṭṭhama catukka, then your result is 4th jhana. So if you practice up to the 4th jhana and re-establish your concentration again of the 4th jhana, and entering into the 4th jhana, and again emerging from the 4th jhana, when light becomes very bright and brilliant, radiant, then you emerge from the 4th jhana and practice 4 element meditation. 4 element meditation under guidance of the teacher. And if you practice 4 element meditation, the final result of this 4 element meditation is the rupa kalapa, or the subatomic particles, or the minute particles. Those are the minute particles in the body. And these minute particles may be 8 kind of materiality, or a group of 8 materiality, or group of 9 materiality, or group of 10 materiality. So you need to analyze then, therefore, those kind of materiality up to its ultimate nature. This is what is called materiality meditation. Materiality meditation. If you finish materiality meditation, then you need to find out your other four mental aggregate. That means your Vedana aggregate, feeling aggregate, and then perception aggregate, and then your Sankhara aggregate, formation aggregate. Sankhara means the formation aggregate, and the consciousness aggregate. You need to find out those kind of four aggregate in the mind movement. So mind movement is in the cittavidī or the mental processes. So you need to analyze you need to discern your four kinds of other aggregate in the mental process. So if you this is what is called mentality meditation, right? Mentality meditation. So those are the meditation subjects in the vipassana side, right? Vipassana side, or the insight meditation. This is the insight meditation. So if you do this thing, and then these are your five aggregate, your four aggregate of the four mental aggregate, and your physical aggregate, or the rupa aggregate, or the materiality aggregate. Now you have five aggregate. So you need to find out what are the causes of this five aggregate, and that is the samudaya, such a noble truth of cause of suffering. So if you find out this noble truth of dukkha satya dhamma, or the noble truth of suffering dhamma, or the phenomena, and your cause of suffering phenomena, then only you can do vipassana. But you are now entering into the first jhana, and then you just emerging from the first jhana, you just focus emerging from the first jhana. That means you have in front of you have good light, radiant, brilliant light you have. So through this light, you can advert or take back your cittavidī, whatever the jhana cittavidī you have just enter into the jhana. Then while entering into the jhana, you have jhana cittavidī. But emerging from the jhana, you don't have jhana cittavidī. But therefore Buddha said, please advert. Advert means take it back by each mind movement after another. One mind movement after another, you can advert them. So you can see those mind movement in front of your light, jhana light. So that so then you can make them as contemplation. So make them as in this way. You can contemplate them as anicca for a long time, or impermanence for a long time, dukkha for a long time, or suffering for a long time, or anatta for a long time. That means non-self for a long time. So this is therefore all five aggregate also you can contemplate in this way. So this is what is called, therefore Buddha mentioned, this is the kāyanupassana. So then according to the anupassana, this is the kāyanupassana. So if you pay attention to the kāyanupassana, and if you finish this kāyanupassana, you need to take the another anupassana, that is the vedānānupassana. So in the second sets of four, the dutiya chatukka, Buddha mentioned the vedānānupassana. How it starts in this way: Pītipaṭisaṃvedī, assasissāmīti sikkhati, Pītipaṭisaṃvedī, passasissāmīti sikkhati. But it has not mentioned in this way because it has been shortened here. Sorry. So pīti mean actually pīti. When pīti mental factor associated with the other mental factor of the mind, it become somanassa vedana, right? Somanassa vedana. If you do not have pīti, then it becomes upekkha vedana. Somanassa vedana means pleasurable feeling. Upekkha vedana means it's the indifference feeling, neutral feeling. And now, if you have pīti, then it becomes vedana. So then this is the vedānānupassana, right? And then sukhapaṭisaṃvedī, assasissāmīti, sikkhati, sukhapaṭisaṃvedī, passasissāmīti, sikkhati. What is that? Sukha means sukha vedana. Your sukha vedana mental factor. So sukha. So then, how you want to practice? For example, in the case of first jhana, you have piti, because in the first jhana you have vitakka, vichara, piti, sukha, ekaggata. That means initial application, vitakka, sustained application, vichara, joy, piti, and then sukha mean the happiness, that means the sukha vedana mental factor, and then ekaggata, one pointedness. So you have five kind of jhana factors. Now, when you attain to the second jhana, so then piti is there in the first jhana. And then when you attain to the second jhana, dropping the vitakka and vichara, initial application and the sustained application, then you have actually piti, sukha, ekaggata only as a jhana factor. So then in the second jhana also you have piti mental factor. And when you come into the third jhana, you drop piti mental factor also. So therefore, sukha and sukha vedana and ekaggata, or the one pointedness only you have. So then that means in the case of what is this Pītipaṭisaṃvedī mean? Experiencing the joy, I am breathing in, right? Experiencing the joy, I am breathing in, and I practice vipassana. That's the meaning, right? So that means you enter into the first jhana, and emerging from the first jhana after making the light become brilliant and bright, you want to emerge. So after emerging, you just focus your jhana mental process, and when you reach to the jhana javana, you can see piti mental factor in front of your light. You can see piti mental factor, and piti mental factor arise and pass away, arise and pass away. So this very quickly all the time, right? So at that time you can see impermanence of this mental factor, and you can see pay attention for the anicca nature of that. So then you can you can see anicca phenomena, or the impermanence phenomena of this mental factor of the piti, and then you practice as anicca for a long time. And then if you finish anicca for a long time, then dukkha for a long time, suffering for a long time, because incessant arising and passing away gives the suffering. So then you want to practice as suffering for a long time. And then seeing the piti mental factor, you can pay attention to the anatta nature, or the non-soul, because you have impermanence nature of the piti mental factor, and suffering nature of the piti mental factor. And at that time you can understand no such kind of permanent essence, like a soul or self like thing. So therefore it is anatta, no atta, or the no self, anatta, non-self. So non-self nature, while seeing the non-self nature through the light in front of you, you can practice vipassana as anicca, dukkha, anatta. So then you can attain nibbana. That's the meaning. And so then Pītipaṭisaṃvedī means when you attain to the first jhana, and when you attain to the second jhana, only you can see the piti mental factor. And then practice as anicca, dukkha, anatta, that is the vipassana. Right? And then sukhapaṭisaṃvedī, assasissāmīti, sikkhati, sukhapaṭisaṃvedī, passasissāmīti, sikkhati. Okay, what is the meaning there? Sukha means sukha vedana. Sukha vedana, that means third, you have sukha vedana in the first jhana, sukha vedana in the second jhana, sukha vedana in the third jhana, no sukha vedana in the fourth jhana. So therefore, you just enter into the first jhana and practice vipassana. And because while seeing the sukha vedana means experiencing the pleasurable object. Now, pleasurable object of ānāpānassati meditation is what? The patibhaga nimitta is the pleasurable object. So then you see experiencing this pleasurable object, that is the sukha vedana. Sukha vedana. So therefore, so you, in the case of first jhana, second jhana, and third jhana, you can practice vedānupassana, right? Vedānupassana, or while seeing the sukha vedana mental factor. And cittasaṅkhārapaṭisaṃvedī, assasissāmīti, sikkhati, cittasaṅkhārapaṭisaṃvedī, passasissāmīti, sikkhati. What is this then? Now I told this this the second sets of 4, or the Dutiya Chatukka, out of the 16 kind of bases. Now this is the second. Now this is the second set of 4. And then cittasaṅkhāraṃ. What is this cittasaṅkhāraṃ? Actually, which is mentioned in this Atakatha, it has not been mentioned. That then we want to move to our Ānāpānassati sutta. What is this cittasaṅkhāraṃ? Okay, go to the Ānāpānassati sutta. Ānāpānassati sutta is in Majjhima Nikāya. You can see Katham Bhavitacha Bhikkave Ānāpānassati Katham Bahuli Katha Mahapala Hoti Mahanisansa. So that means Bhikkhu, how practice, how develop, and how repeatedly develop again and again Bahuli Katha, this Ānāpānassati, the breathing, mindfulness of the breathing meditation gives Mahapala, gives great fruit or great results, and Mahanisansa gives the great benefit. So what is the, how, if you want to great benefit and great results, how you want to practice? Ida bhikkave bhikkhu aranya gatva, rukkamula gatva, sunyagara gatva, like everything Buddha mentioned in this sutta also. So sato vasasati, sato pasadi, we came across for the such kind of thing. And Dīghaṃ assasanto, Dīghaṃ assasamīti pajānāti, Dīghaṃ passasanto, Dīghaṃ passasāmīti pajānāti, then rassaṃ assasanto, rassaṃ passasanto, everything, right? Sabbakāyapaṭisaṃvedī, assasissāmīti, sikkhati, Sabbakāyapaṭisaṃvedī, passasissāmīti, sikkhatī, like Passambhayaṃ, kāyasaṅkhāraṃ, assasissāmīti, sikkhatī. So this is the kāyanupassana Buddha said in this meditation subject, right? This is the kāyanupassana. And then Buddha moved to the vedananupassana. How? Pītipaṭisaṃvedī, assasissāmīti, sikkhatī, Pītipaṭisaṃvedī, passasissāmīti, sikkhatī, sukhapaṭisaṃvedī, assasissāmīti, sikkhatī, sukhapaṭisaṃvedī, passasissāmīti, sikkhatī. And then up to that we discussed. And cittasaṅkhārapaṭisaṃvedī, assasissāmīti, sikkhatī, cittasaṅkhārapaṭisaṃvedī, passasissāmīti, sikkhatī. So I told this is the vedananupassana according to the Atakatha, and how we practice this is the way. Anyway, so then you need to know what is this cittasaṅkhāra. Actually, cittasaṅkhāra, if you need to know cittasaṅkhāra, we want to move to the Atakatha. Then go to 140 Vedana Anyataram. Vedana Anyataram means among the Vedana, among the feeling, among the three kinds of feeling. What are the three kinds of feeling? Pleasurable feeling, painful feeling, and neutral feeling, or indifference feeling, equanimity feeling. So those are the three kinds of Vedana. So out of these three Vedana, Sukha Vedana is there, or the pleasurable feeling. So in this meditation subject of Ānāpānassati meditation also, you have Sukha Vedana as I described before. So that is the Sukha Vedana. You have Sukha Vedana in the first jhana, second jhana, and third jhana. Right? So therefore, Vedana Anyataranti, Tisu Vedana Su Anyatarang. That means among the three feelings, one feeling is Sukha Vedana. So therefore, Sukha Vedana Sandhayetang Buttang. It has been said with reference to Sukha Vedana, or the pleasurable feeling in the mind movement, not in the body, right? So in the mind movement mean which mind movement? Jhana mind movement, not in the other anywhere. Jhana mind movement, you want to do the Sukha, you want to discern Sukha Vedana and practice. Then sadhukaṃ manasikaranti, then here actually what is this? Buddha said sadhukaṃ manasikaram. Sadhukaṃ manasikaram mean actually, what is the sadhukaṃ manasikaram mean? Sadhukaṃ mean in a good way. Manasikaram mean contemplate. So what is the meaning? Pītipaṭisaṃvedī vasena uppanna sundara manasikaram. What is the meaning? That means by means of experiencing the piti, or the joy mental factor, by means of the experiencing of the joy mental factor, there arise the good contemplation, right? Good contemplation. That means because of your joy, your mind become glad. So that is the meaning. That is the sundara manasikara mean. right? Sundara Manasikara. It is King Pana, then they ask question, King Pana Manasikaro Sukhavedana hoti iti na hoti. So Manasikara mean is that the Sukhavedana mental factor? Manasikara is the attention mental factor. And then Sukhavedana mental factor mean Sukhavedana mental factor mean pleasurable feeling mental factor. But this is the two kinds of mental factor. But therefore, they has Manasikara is equal to the Sukhavedana? No, nahoti, no. Desana sisang panetang, that is the Buddha's Desana Vilasa, or the method of deliverance. Buddha's method of deliverance is the Desana sisang, or this is the actually this is the how Buddha explained. This is the Desana Vilasa, or the what called the method of deliverance only. Yatheva hi anicca sanya bhavanānu yoga manuyutta tietta sanya namena panyavutta. Now, actually, in this meditation subject, Buddha mentioned anicca sanya bhavana manuyutta. That means, actually, in this meditation subject of this Ānāpānassati Sutta, Buddha noticed that some are practicing anicca sanya bhavana. Some are devoted to practice anicca sanya bhavana. What is anicca sanya bhavana? That means you take your object of vipassana as dukkha satya dhamma or the samudaya satya dhamma, and then you practice as anicca for a long time. That means your wisdom is arising. Wisdom is arising in your mind. That means your wisdom sees the anicca nature, or impermanence nature, or impermanence phenomena, your wisdom sees. So that means this sanya is not the perception here. Sanya is the wisdom here. But therefore, Buddha here it says, anicca sanya bhavanānu yoga manuyuttati etta sanya namina panyavutta. Here sanya, the need is not the perception. This is the arousing of panya, or the wisdom faculty in your mind. So because of that reason, Buddha says anicca, not anicca panya, anicca sanya, right? In the same way, eva middhapi manasikara namena vedana buddhati veditabba. So then in this meditation subject, sadhukaṃ manasikaram, like Buddha mentioned, Buddha mentioned, okay, in accurate way, you need to contemplate, but you need to pay attention. But it is not the thing. The Buddha, according to this meditation subject in Ānāpānassati Sutta, this manasikara means the Vedana. So you must understand this thing. Manasikara namena Vedana vutta. Feeling has been said by way of the attention, manasikara, vedana vuttati veditabba. Etasmin chatukke. So in this second sets of four, right? Second sets of four, patamapade pītisesena vedana vutta. In this Pītipaṭisaṃvedī, like patamapade, the first in the first line, right? In the first line, pītisesena vedana vutta. This vedana has been said, or Vedana has been expounded by the Buddha by means of joy, piti sisena, by means of joy. Dutiya pade, and Dutiya pade, what is the Dutiya pada? Sukhapaṭisaṃvedī, assasissāmīti, sikkhati. And Sukhapaṭisaṃvedī means experiencing Sukha Vedana in the jhana mind movement. He trains vipassana, right? He trains vipassana. That is the assasissāmīti sikkhatī. He breathe in while practicing vipassana. Actually, he want to pay attention to the breathing. That means breathing is anyway there, right? Breathing is anyway there. You don't need to pay attention to the breathing. But instead you need to pay attention to the Sukha Vedana in the jhana mind movement. Right, so then you in the case of jhana mind movement, you can see your Sukha Vedana and pay attention to that, and do the vipassana as anicca dukkha anatta for a long time. So that is the meaning here. So therefore, in the Dutiya pada, or the second line, sukhanti sarupeneva vutta. Sarupeneva yutta means Sukha Vedana said as it is. And cittasaṅkhārapada dvaye, Now cittasaṅkhāra, right? Now this is the term we want to come across. So the cittasaṅkhārapaṭisaṃvedī, assasissāmīti, sikkhati, cittasaṅkhārapaṭisaṃvedī, passasissāmīti, sikkhati, like thing. So cittasaṅkhāra padadave, the two terms citta and saṅkhāra. What is the cittasaṅkhāra padadvaye? Saññāca vedanaca cetasika ete dhamma cittapaṭibaddha cittasaṅkhārāti. This Paṭisaṃvedī Magga said, right? Paṭisaṃvedī Magga said in this way: Saññāca vedanaca cetasika, perception and the feeling mental, two kinds of mental factors. Saññā, the perception, and the vedana, feeling. Ete dhamma cittapaṭibaddha, kind of phenomena, two phenomena. Cittapaṭibaddha, it has been attached with the mind, right? Ete dhamma cittapaṭibaddha, it is associated with the mind, and those are cittasaṅkhāra. So therefore, those are the formation of the mind. So therefore, what is this cittasaṅkhāra? Like two kind of terms, those are the saññā and vedana. So saññā and vedana, seeing the saññā and vedana, two mental factors, and then if you practice vipassana, this is also virāgānupassī, right? Virāgānupassī, but you don't need to pay attention to your body. This is in the case of where in the mind movement of the jhana mind movement. Right? Jhana mind movement. First jhana, second jhana, and the third jhana mind movement. So you don't need to be misled in these suttas. This is the way you want to practice. And then in the case of here, I will translate those things also. So in the saññāca vedanaca cetasika eke dhamma cittapaṭibaddha cittasaṅkhāraati Paṭisaṃvedī Magga, it has been said. Vachanato, that means with the Buddha's explanation there, vitakka vichare thapetva sabbepi citta sampayukta dhamma cittasaṅkhāre saṅghahitāti vachanato cittasaṅkhāra namena vedana buddha. Now, actually, some explanation in the Paṭisaṃvedī Magga, it is called vitakka vichare thapetva. Except the vitakka and vichara, initial application and the sustained application, sabbepi citta sampayukta dhamma. The other all kind of associated mental factor of the particular mind movement, cittasaṅkhāre saṅghahitā, they included in the cittasaṅkhāra term, under the cittasaṅkhāra term. So therefore, vachanato, because of the from that explanation, cittasaṅkhāra namena vedana vutta. This by means of the cittasaṅkhāra, or the by way of the cittasaṅkhāra, it has been mentioned the vedana mental factor. That is the explanation. Tan sabbang manasikara namena sangahetva ida sadhukaṃ manasikaranti aha. So therefore, all kind of now that means vedana and saññā, as well as other kind of mental factor also. Now Buddha mentioned here vedana under the vedana term. So therefore, the next sentence, next paragraph, evaṃ santepi yasma esa vedana ārammanaṃ nahoti tasma virāgānupassana na yujyati. So therefore, now not only vedana focusing here, because you have only except vitakka vichara, you have other all mental factors in the mind movement now. But therefore, it is virāgānupassana na yujyati. So therefore, it says you are not focusing only vedana. So then it is not the virāgānupassana. It is not suitable to apply like this virāgānupassana like thing. They say no na yunjati. It doesn't say like that, right? It doesn't say like that. But Satipatthāna vannanāyampihi tantaṃ sukhādīnaṃ vattuṃ ārambanaṃ kattva vedanāva vedayati taṃpana vedana pavattiṃ upādāya aham vedayāmīti vohāramattaṃ hoti buttaṃ. So actually, now you know, in the third jhana, first jhana and the second jhana also, you have Vedana mental factor. So what is this Vedana? Vedanava Vedayati. That means Arammanam, Vattung Arammanam Katta, Vedanava Vedayati. Now, Vattung Arammanam Katta means you have Vattu as an object. In the case of Ānāpāna, that is the object of Patibhāganimi, the counterpart sign. And then you can see here, so then Vattung Ārammanam Katta, taking that object, Vedana mental factor itself experiencing, itself experience, right? Vedana mental factor itself experience the object. So therefore, Vedana Vedayati, it is not the bodily kind of feeling, it is in the mind movement only. So therefore, it is actually somebody feel Vedana like thing, aham vedayami, I feel Vedana, oh I feel some pain or I feel some pleasure. That is vohāramattaṃ, that is the wording term only. Apicha Pītipaṭisaṃvedī ādīnaṃ atta vannanāya metasa parihāro gottājeva. Okay, now no need to go further and further. We want to move to our Attakatha of the Visuddhimagga, right? Visuddhimagga Attakatha. Okay, if you go to Visuddhimagga, now you can see what is the cittasaṅkhārapaṭisaṃvedī assasissāmīti sikkhati. Cittasaṅkhārapaṭisaṃvedī means Sanya and Vedana, right? Sanya and Vedana are the cittasaṅkhāra. Or another explanation, except the vitaka vichara, other all kind of mentality are the cittasaṅkhāra. So therefore, anyway, you have Vedana mental factor here, and you can practice this as a virāgānupassī. And cittasaṅkhārapaṭisaṃvedī assasissāmīti sikkhatī. Passambhayaṃ cittasaṅkhāraṃ assasissāmīti sikkhatī. Passambhayaṃ cittasaṅkhāraṃ passasissāmīti sikkhatī. And now tranquilizing the mental formation, right? Whatever we mentioned, mental formation means Sanya and Vedana. Tranquilizing the Sanya and Vedana mental formation. Breathing, I'm breathing. And I practice vipassana in real way. And cittasaṅkhāra, Passambhayaṃ cittasaṅkhāraṃ, Passambhayaṃ cittasaṅkhāraṃ, passasissāmīti sikkhatī. I am breathe out while tranquilizing the mental formation. I breathe out and practice vipassana. This is the virāgānupassī, right? So that's how you want to practice. But this is actually, if you practice ānāpānassati meditation only, you can practice. If you do not practice 4 element meditation and go forward, then you are not the real vipassana doing in correct way, right? So then keep it in mind, this is the way you need to practice, and if you practice in this way only, you can attain nibbana. Otherwise, if it is not conducive to the nibbana, useless your practice. And the third sets of 4, starting with cittapaṭisaṃvedī assasissāmīti sikkhati, cittapaṭisaṃvedī passasissāmīti sikkhati. Actually, it mentioned only cittapaṭisaṃvedī because it has been shortened here. So therefore, only this thing mentioned. Cittapaṭisaṃvedī assasissāmīti sikkhati. What is this cittapaṭisaṃvedī? Now start in the cittanupassana. Now kāyanupassana finish in the first sets of 4. And the second sets of 4 starting with Pītipaṭisaṃvedī, then the Vedananupassana finish, and then Buddha starts Cittanupassana, starting with Cittapaṭisaṃvedī. Paṭisaṃvedī means experiencing the mind of the first jhana. That means you need to enter into the first jhana and then emerge from the first jhana when it light become bright and brilliant. And then you just focus your mind only, because how you want to know that your jhana mind is this. because jhana mind is, pre-runner than the other mental factors. So pre-runner you can understand very quickly and very clearly. And then cittapaṭisaṃvedī, experience in the mind, right? Experience in the jhana mind, here jhana mind, no other kind of mind. First jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana. So experience in the jhana mind, I am breathing in and I practice vipassana. Right? I practice them as anicca, dukkha, anatta. That's the meaning. And cittapaṭisaṃvedī, assasissāmīti, sikkhati, that is the meaning. That is the first term. And the cittapaṭisaṃvedī, passasissāmīti, sikkhati. And experience in the mind, jhana mind, I breathe in, breathe out, now breathe out. And I practice vipassana as anicca, dukkha, anatta, focusing this jhana mind, right? Jhana consciousness. Chitta means the jhana mind or the jhana consciousness. And then other one is abhippamodayaṃ cittaṃ assasissāmīti sikkhati, abhippamodayaṃ cittaṃ passasissāmīti sikkhati. Abhippamoda means the gladdening the mind, right? Gladdening the mind, abhippamoda, or ecstasy of the mind. Being ecstasy of the mind, I breathe in, being ecstasy of the mind, I breathe out. That means your jhana mind is, if you enter into the jhana, you feel ecstasy. So therefore, that mind also ecstasy. That's the meaning. So this is also belong to the cittanupassana, or the contemplation of the consciousness as consciousness. And samādahaṃ cittaṃ, actually you want to do for up to fourth jhana. For entering into the first jhana, you can understand this is the abhippamodayaṃ cittaṃ. That means gladden mind, or the being ecstasy mind. And in the second jhana also same. So first, third jhana also same. Fourth jhana also same, because jhana mind is the ecstasy mind. Okay, then samādahaṃ cittaṃ assasissāmīti sikkhati, samādahaṃ cittaṃ passasissāmīti sikkhati. What is the meaning? Samādahaṃ cittaṃ mean, samādahaṃ mean well concentrated mind. So your jhana mind is well concentrated. So you can see your jhana mind in front of your light in the jhana mind movement. So focus your jhana mind that is well concentrated and practice vipassana as anicca, dukkha, anatta. That's the meaning. And then while breathing breathe out also you can practice that. In this way, this is also cittanupassana. Other one is vimocayaṃ cittaṃ. This is not the maggapala state. Still you are in the worlding. And vimocayaṃ means liberation. Liberation mind. Now you have liberated mind, because why? Your jhana is, first jhana is liberated from your five hindrances. So you have liberated mind. So therefore, you just focus your mind, jhana mind, and practice vipassana in the case of in-breath as well as the out-breath. Right? That's how you need to practice. And then if you enter into the second jhana, you liberated from that jhana, gross jhana factors. From the gross jhana factors of vitakka, vichara, or the initial application and the sustained application, you become liberated. And then this is the liberated mind. And then third jhana, you don't have piti mental factor, and that is also liberated mind. And the fourth jhana, you don't have sukha mental factor, that's also liberated mind. So therefore, that's the vimocayaṃ cittaṃ. Right? And then the final, so therefore cittanupassana finish in the third sets of 4, right? Say, oh, tatya chatukka in Pali, third sets of 4. Now we came into the final fourth sets of 4. So that is how you want to understand in this way. Aniccānupassī assasissāmīti sikkhati, aniccānupassī passasissāmīti sikkhati. Aniccānupassī means the meditator trains thus, I shall breathe in contemplating the impermanence phenomena in the 5 aggregates, and I shall breathe out contemplating impermanence phenomena in the 5 aggregate. All aggregates, right? Aniccānupassī means, that's the meaning, contemplating impermanence phenomena. Contemplating impermanence phenomena in breathe in and out breath also. while doing, in the case of out breath also, you need to contemplate impermanence phenomena, because impermanent phenomena mean how you want to practice. Enter into the first jhana, and then when lights become very bright and brilliant, then you emerge from the jhana, and you can see the jhana light in front of you with very brilliant and bright, and then focus your mind, what called focus your mental process, jhana mental process, and take the jhana mind movement, and you can see jhana mind movement always arise, always passes away. That is the impermanence. So then you can see jhana mind movement mean jhana mental factors, and the jhana first jhana mental factors. How many? 33 first jhana mental factors. And jhana mind, with jhana mind you can contemplate them as anicca for a long time, dukkha for a long time, anatta for a long time. That's the meaning. So in the same way, every jhana you need to enter into the jhana, and emerging from the jhana you can practice vipassana as anicca only. That is aniccānupassī. And then dukkha only, that is the dukkhanupassana. And then anatta only, that is the anattānupassī. It has not been mentioned here, but other one is virāgānupassī. Virāga means fading away, right? Fading away. So therefore, fading away of this phenomena, whatever the phenomena of the first jhana, whatever the phenomena of the second jhana, whatever the phenomena in the third jhana, likewise. So you need to train. Thus, I shall breathe in, contemplating the fading away phenomena in the fire aggregate, right? And I shall breathe out now, but I shall breathe out, contemplating fading away phenomena in the fire aggregate. So that is the virāgānupassī. And then the third one, nirodhānupassī, assasissāmīti, sikkhati, nirodhānupassī, passasissāmīti, sikkhati. What is nirodha? Means the cessation. So while practicing meditation, especially insight meditation, by taking some object of the dukkha saccadhamma or some object of the samudaya saccadhamma, now he trains, or the meditator trains, thus I shall breathe in. What is this cessation phenomena? And now you can see your jhana mental factor are ceasing. Jhana mind is ceasing. So then those are what is called, therefore, cessation phenomena. So I shall breathe in, contemplating cessation phenomena in the particular jhana. For example, first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana. In the particular jhana, fire aggregate, or particular jhana aggregates, right? And then I shall breathe out cessation phenomena, contemplating the cessation phenomena in five aggregate. Actually, this cessation means you can understand, you can see your jhana mind with the mental factor and the mind arise, that is the arising, and it cease. So this is the cessation, or passing away, that is the cessation. So this, you are seeing the cessation and practice vipassana, that is actually nirodha. Nirodha means that is the bhanga stage, right? Bhanganupassana also kind of like this. And Paṭinissaggānupassī, assasissāmīti, sikkhati, Paṭinissaggānupassī, passasissāmīti, sikkhati. And now Buddha explained among the the final four sets of four, this is the last one. Paṭinissaggānupassī. Paṭinissagga means relinquishment, renouncing, relinquishment. So relinquishing phenomena, right? So then relinquish means, relinquish means, Paṭinissaggā means relinquish. You don't need to catch, or you don't need to embrace this phenomena. You need to relinquish. You need to renounce. So the kind of phenomena, because those phenomena are no essence. So no meaning to catch up those phenomena. So therefore, you train in this way. I shall breathing in, enter into the first jhana every time, right? Enter into the first jhana, emerging from the first jhana only you can do this thing. And then emerging from the, entering into the second jhana, emerging from the second jhana only you can do this, likewise. So I shall breathe in, contemplating relinquishment phenomena in the five aggregate, and I shall breathe in, breathe out, contemplating relinquishment phenomena in the five aggregate, like you need to pay attention to the anicca nature, dukkha nature, or the suffering nature, and non-self nature of the phenomena. Then only it become Paṭinissaggānupassī. Otherwise, it has not become Paṭinissaggānupassī. Every time you need to focus impermanence phenomena, suffering phenomena, and the non-self phenomena. Like you need to contemplate many times, right? Many times for a long time you need to contemplate. Otherwise, any kind of aniccānupassī or the contemplation of the impermanence phenomena also not fulfill, and the viragan fading away phenomena also not fulfill, cessation phenomena also not fulfill, relinquishment phenomena also not fulfill. Keep it in mind. Every time you need to do the kind of three contemplations: anicca, dukkha, anatta contemplations. Otherwise, because anicca, if you do anicca for a long time, maybe up to death, you may not attain nibbana. Very sure. So this is the evaṃ soḷasavatthukaṃ ānāpānassatikammaṭṭhāna niddhitaṃ. In this way, soḷasavatthukaṃ ānāpānassatikammaṭṭhāna niddhitaṃ mean this is in this way Buddha mentioned this ānāpānassati meditation subject, or Buddha pointed out this ānāpānassati meditation subject in the with regards to soḷasavatthukaṃ, 16 bases, right? 16 bases, whatever we discussed up to now. And tassa bhavana nayo anupato. Now it has come the development of this method of development. Bhavana naya mean method of development. It has been come now. Sopana yasma pali vannananusarene vabuchamano sabbakara paripura hoti. If we explain, this Mahatera said, this Buddha Goswami Mahatera said that if I explain this thing according to the commentary, on the sutta, on the text, it would be more fulfilled. So therefore, tasma ayametta pali vannana pubbangamo niddeso. So therefore, I wanna explain every pubbangama mean every terms of the Atthakatha or the commentary in the next paragraph. That's the meaning, right? So then we will finish up to now, because now first paragraph only we finish, because this explanation is very huge. And then now if you attain to the Ānāpāna fourth jhana, then how you want to go up to practice vipassana. I explained shortly, but in near future I will explain in detail. So this is the summary. In this first paragraph, this is the summary, and then don't need to go in incorrect way to practice. So that's why my intention here, according to the Buddha's intention. So therefore, this is the correct way, and we will go to next sentence. What are the word by word meaning? Pali Vannana Pubbangamo. That is the word by word meaning of the commentary. Let's move in next day. Merits. Idamme punyang asavakkhaya vahangotu. Idamme punyang nibbanasa pacchayo hotu. Mama punyang bhagang sabbe sattanang bhajemi. Te sabbe me samang punyang bhagang labhantu. Buddha sāsanang chiran tithatu. Buddha sāsanang chiran tithatu. Buddha sāsanang chiran tithatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.